If we can't work, what can we do to help? Today we're going to talk to comedian and songwriter Charlie Wiener to find out what he's doing to help people on the front line. My name's Charlie Mosbrook. If you're looking for a place to discover new music with interviews and live performances from different songwriters each week, welcome to Charlie's Open Mic. Hey, welcome to the show today. Today we're going to talk with Charlie Wiener. He's a comedian and songwriter, and he has put together a concert series to help people on the front line. But before we talk to him, let's hear a song.
Like a tired old joke, he shambled into the place, white hair, ruffled coat, and a wrinkled face. Across his back was an old worn-out guitar held together with duct tape and stickers from bars. Settled into a chair up near the back, threadbare shirt, threadbare soul, and a pork pie hat. He knocks a beer and a bourbon down, takes a slow, unsteady look around. Well, he nods to the tender, smiles to the rest of the bar, reaches down and frees that old sunburst guitar. Right hand caresses strings, picking out notes, though his left seemed unfamiliar with the chords he chose. Now some of the fellas smirked, Rusty and Earl, they just laughed. Old stiff arthritic fingers seemed to breathe their last. Oh, hang dog, a deep breath, another strum the street of sound as those strings sing and hum him up the show. For a lifetime on the road, now he's stuck between a rock and a soft place to lay his road. Now he shook off the shame like a fever finally broke, gentle settle around like a friend, sharing a smoke. Each word he sang seemed to fill up that room like wilting flowers coming back to full bloom. With a worn out box full of worn out songs, words and chord, carried alone too long, cautiously throwing them like seeds upon the soil. They begin to take root as he rambles along. They must have show for a lifetime on the road. Now he's stuck between a rock and a soft place to lay his roll. Sang a song of heartache, pain and strife, joy and hardship, you know. Just laugh. Whose skin so transparent and so damn thin you could see every ghost that haunted him. You could hear the earth sigh through that sad old song. Then defiance begins to fill him, tall and strong. Each word, note, and chord erased another line off the face, carved from life and time, and he must have show for a lifetime on the road. Now he's stuck between a rock and a soft place to lay his roll. Now a young man sat where that old man used to be, a trick of light and shadows, solid as reality. But youth didn't have the grit age can bring the song, so much sweeter, more voices that sing, yeah, like a heavenly choir made up of years and years and years. Now God hadn't done them wrong, we sure ain't done them right, but that was not a quarrel that'll be settled here tonight. Promise of youth, put that guitar away. The old man smiled, tipped his hat as if to say, now hope and regret might fill your hours and days, but it's the joy at the living we know remains a must show. For a lifetime on the road, I stuck between a rock and a soft place to lay his soul. Now he shambled out that joint and into the night. That place got still, everybody got quiet. Rusty looks at Earl, both of them smile. Guess we got time for one more round. Close out the night, ain't much to show. For a lifetime on the road, I stuck between a rock and a soft place to lay his soul. There you go.
Well, today we have a special guest. His name is Charlie Wiener. He's been playing music around the Northeast Ohio area for a long time and traveling as a musician and a comedian. We'll ask him more about that. If you want to tell us a little bit more about your career, I just sort of breezed through quickly.
Well, it's good to be here. I guess I've been doing this for, I first got walked on a stage to play music at a high school, junior high school dance in 1966. I've been doing this for, 54 years between comedy and music. I've been very lucky. I've been very blessed in a way, that I've been allowed to do this. I mean, I got very lucky in 1978. An album I put out happened to do fairly well, and because of really one song, and it allowed me a career. I mean, that's the beauty of this business, is that one song can give you the next 40.
What was that song called?
Nobody Loves You When You're in Jail. It was a touching love ballad.
Did you begin with comedy, or did you begin with songwriting?
Well, I began with playing music, and what happened was in about 1972, 73, my friend Glenn and I were playing at the Grapes of Wrath, and we had a nice crowd. And Glenn was the main guitar player. Because I was a bass player. At one point, he literally broke, I think, 2 or 3 strings. So he had to change his guitar strings. So I had to fill the time. So I started doing this stupid thing with a really horrible British accent about hunting tigers in India. And it was just like riffing off the top of my head. And people were laughing. And it was just funny. And it was just, I wound up doing like 10 minutes while he changed his strings. And people, it's like an immediate gratification thing, I have to say. I mean, that's what comedy is. You say something, people laugh, and you move on from there, and it's fantastic. And I decided I really like that. So I started doing more, even in my songwriting, I started writing more humorous songs. And now we started doing more humorous material. And so it was very fun. It was just a kind of a different, we were the only ones that were really doing musical comedy. Then we went from that, and then in 74, we formed Rocket from the Tombs, which was then considered apparently one of the first punk bands in the United States or whatever. Although we did it as it was a satire band. We were tired of everybody with their skin-tight jeans and their glam and the whole glam rock thing. And so we were kind of mocking them. And it's, it's satire. It's not comedy, but it's a form of comedy. And then everybody started getting serious about it. I'm like, that's not why we started doing this. We did this as, kind of just to be idiots. And so I left that band. And the funny thing was I went from that and formed a straight country band, like Hank Williams and Hank Thompson. And, it was just straight out of the gut country. And did that for really, I think about 2 years. And then started playing solo. And I just decided I wanted to just do what I wanted to do. I got tired of trying to fight people to play what I wanted to play. So once you get kind of start doing comedy and such, And people expect like that's the whole thing all the time. Well, if you want to do other things, it's like you have to like retrain the audience. You have to retrain the players. And it's really hard to find people that want to do that.
Do you keep a guitar on stage with you when you're doing your comedy act?
I mean, I love to play music. I mean, that's a whole different. And the thing is, it's like if you can find a couple people. When we put the Wiener Orchestra together in 1980, I guess, I found this wonderful group of very talented musicians that loved the idea of doing something completely off the wall, but it had to be musically really good. And we did everything from Orpheus and Hades. It was like a 3-4 piece rock and roll band. And it was just so cool because everybody had the same, like they would come in and they go, okay, I got an idea. And it was, the more off the wall it was, the better. I always remember we were playing in Sharon, Pennsylvania one time. And we're playing just a packed room. And we used to do like a psychedelic version of Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, which I thought was, and we'd wear like goggles. There was a little bit of theater involved. And we played the song, and at the end of the song, there was not a person left in the room. I looked at the manager at one point. I go, something I said? He goes, no, something you played. Some people have a sense of humor, some people don't. One of my other favorite stories about that band, we were playing in a biker bar over in like Mentor, Painesville. Just your typical biker bar. I don't know how we got booked there. So this big, huge biker comes walking up to me at one point. He goes, hey, we want to dance. Why don't you play something we can dance to? I go, I actually have a song that I know you can dance to because people have been dancing to this song forever. And we used to do a 6-minute condensed version of the Nutcracker Suite. So we played it. The best part was like about halfway through, after they got being pissed off, a couple of the bikers got up and were pirouetting around, and it was funny. And then after the show, after the song, the one biker comes up and goes, all right, that was funny. I'll play something else. So, I just have been a great believer that it's like with comedy. I said I was working with a comic one time. He goes, man, people just love everything I do. I go, then you're not doing it right. Because I think good comedy is, I mean, I want people to laugh. I want people to enjoy. But if you're not touching on a few nerves, it's like every once in a while you got to be the burr under the saddle a little bit. And if you're not, then I think you're just doing something that's far too easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to, we don't do things because they're easy. We do things because they're hard. With music, you can do this easier than you can with anything else, I think, even though it's very difficult, is that you can have somebody laughing at one song and then play another song and look at the crowd and they're literally weeping. That's when you can evoke that. What else is there? I mean, people always talk about money, fame. Who cares? If you can do that is like the greatest gift in the world. That's just unbelievable.
You have gathered us all together just to raise money for the personal protective equipment.
Right. Yeah. That was like the main thing. We live in the richest country in the world, and yet we don't have personal protection equipment for people that are on the front lines. They had to find a way to sanitize face masks so they could use them up to 20 times. The fact that we don't have what is necessary to keep the people that are keeping us alive, to keep them alive and healthy, is just absolutely horrifying. Elaine Siegel came to me with the idea. She's a woman I've known for a long time. She's lived in New York, and I think she's back in Cleveland. She goes, you have all this talent in Ohio. Why don't you see if we can get like a concert together? And we'll find somebody to do it for, because we're doing all these things online. So what we decided, what I said, I'll get a hold of everybody. We'll all have everybody send in videos. We'll work out everything. And this is where the huge learning curve was me learning how to use the technology. I love to do things for other people. I love it when you can, because there's a feeling that people have when they come to a show, or they're like this online concert idea, when they're there because it's for someone else. When we include frontline workers, I don't mean just doctors, nurses, firefighters, police, EMTs. I mean grocery store workers. I mean the people that come and pick up your garbage. I mean the people that keep the power on, the water on. All of these people are still working. You want to know who the essential workers are? Look who's working right now. We're not working, except I notice it. It's like you do a thing online. Alex does a thing online. Jeff Varga does. Everybody's doing online stuff. The thing that I love, the thing that I am most proud of, is that the people in my profession have not sat around bemoaning the fact that we have nothing. We don't get unemployment. We're probably, who knows if we're going to get a stimulus package or a check or anything. But nobody complains about it. Nobody even hardly ever brings it up. They're more concentrated on doing what we do, which is sing and play. We perform, we do shows, we do whatever. And everybody's gone online to do it. Nobody here has given up. We have found somebody build a dam over here. So we found an offshoot, another stream to get on. And we're taking the stream so that we keep flowing. So we keep writing, we keep creating, we keep performing. And I just think that says something about the insanity of the people that do this for a living. When the rubber hits the road, there we are. I said it always goes back to Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland. I have a barn, let's save the town. That's what it is. We're going to try to save the town against this Saturday. And this Saturday's show, we have so many different people and so many different styles and so many different, and that's the cool thing, is that it flows because you got so many different things. My job is to make that all work. And that's the fun part. Everybody's performance is taped. I'm live. So that's where the high wire act comes in. I love doing something I've never tried before. And that's what this is.
Well, thanks for being on the show this week. We'll see you Saturday.
My pleasure.
And sing out to the righteous and the holy, and to the children that they may live. And sing out to the sinner right here inside us all, keeps on selling with you and I out. And sing out to the Spirit right here upon us now. Lay down your man-made things and open your arms and fly away. And in great darkness, well, it has opened up my eyes to a world that's always told me lies, and like a whisper or a thunderous cry, I look somewhere deep inside my soul, and I know that I am your brother. Well, and I come from the same blood as you. My sister, well, and we both come from the same roots. So why don't we treat each other right? We treat each other like tools. I know we know our wrong from our right, so why do we keep on getting fooled? And now, and I am your brother, and I come from the same blood as you. And when you are my sister, well, then we both come from the same roots. So sing out to the righteous and the holy, and to the children that they may live. And sing out to the sinner right here inside us all. Keep on selling with you and I out. And sing out to the Spirit upon us now. Lay down your man-made things and open your arms and fly away. I wanna fly away. I wanna fly away. I wanna fly, wanna fly, wanna fly, wanna fly away. And sing out to the righteous and the holy, and to the children, that they may live. Hey, thanks for joining us on Charlie's Open Mic today. Thank you to Charlie Wiener for coming by and sharing your stories and your and the work that you're doing with others. Please, as always, hit the subscribe button below. That helps to support our show. The more subscribers we have, the more YouTube starts to spotlight us, and we can share these musicians with other people around the country. Also, please hit the bell to get notifications of upcoming episodes, and please hit like and comment down below. Let us know what you're up to. And you can visit us on charliesopenmic.com, where you can find our Patreon link and help support the show financially. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.